What if you could completely change the way you think? Just by learning words. Not one or two words, not 10, but 100 brand new words every single day for 30 days. That's 3,000 new words in just 1 month. Would you suddenly sound like a genius? Would learning English become effortless? Or would your brain simply explode from information overload? Let's find out. Imagine waking up every morning with one mission. Memorize 100 new English words before the day ends. Sounds simple until you realize that's more vocabulary than many people intentionally learn in months. At first, the excitement is real. Every new word feels like unlocking another level in a video game. Suddenly, you know what curious, resilient, wander, and accomplish mean. Your confidence starts growing. But here's the catch. Your brain doesn't treat every word equally. Some stick instantly, while others disappear just minutes later. It's like trying to fill a bucket that has tiny holes in the bottom. Did you know that the average native English speaker actively uses only about 20,000 to 35,000 words, even though they recognize far more? Vocabulary isn't just about memorizing, it's about using words repeatedly. So, can learning 100 words every day actually work? Let's start day 1. The first week feels amazing. Every day you memorize another 100 words, your notebook grows thicker, and your confidence shoots through the roof. Then something strange happens. You wake up on day 5 and realize you've already forgotten dozens of words from day 1. Welcome to something psychologists call the forgetting curve. Without review, your brain naturally throws away information it thinks isn't important. So now your challenge doubles. You're no longer learning just 100 new words. You also need to review hundreds from previous days. Your daily study time suddenly jumps from 1 hour to 2, maybe even 3. But something incredible also begins happening. You start recognizing words everywhere. YouTube videos, Netflix subtitles, books, video games, even social media posts. It's like buying a red car and suddenly noticing red cars everywhere. Your brain isn't just memorizing anymore, it's beginning to notice patterns. By the third week, something fascinating changes. Instead of translating every word into your native language, your brain starts connecting English words directly to ideas and images. That's a huge milestone. Reading becomes faster, listening becomes easier, you pause videos less often, and conversations start making more sense. But there's still one big problem. Knowing a word doesn't mean you can actually use it. Research suggests that actively using new vocabulary in speaking and writing dramatically improves long-term memory. So if you're only memorizing lists, you're leaving half the progress on the table. The people who improve the fastest don't just collect words, they build sentences, they tell stories, they make mistakes, and that's exactly how vocabulary becomes permanent. 30 days later, did you really learn all 3,000 words? Probably not. But that's not the point. Even if you permanently remember only half, or even 1/3, you've still added an enormous amount of vocabulary in just 1 month. Reading feels easier. Movies become more understandable. Your confidence skyrockets. And perhaps the biggest change isn't your vocabulary, it's your habit. You've trained your brain to learn every single day. That habit may be far more valuable than the words themselves. Here's the surprising truth. Learning 100 words a day isn't actually the hardest part. Keeping them is. Language isn't built by memorizing, it's built by using. One word spoken in a real conversation is often worth more than 10 words silently memorized. So maybe the goal isn't 3,000 words. Maybe it's becoming the kind of person who learns something new every single day. Because once you build that habit, learning English becomes less of a challenge and more of a lifestyle. So here's the real question. Would you accept the 30-day, 100-word challenge?